Y'all already know what this is. Boxing for breakfast. It's Saturday morning, and we're going to get these fights tonight. The zone is going to be on fire. Top rank is going to be on fire. Yo, you know, fight that I'm looking forward to, which is going to take place today. Oshaki Foster, Robson Conceicao. Yo, Foster and Conceicao won was an epic matchup. A lot of people felt like Oshaki won that fight and was robbed. And, Robson Conceicao is now the champion, so they're going to get it in with that rematch. It's going to be a heck of a fight, man. Those two guys went at it in the first one, and I think the second installment is not going to disappoint us. That's my take on that fight, man. I'm really looking forward to it. That's going to take place tonight on ESPN. And that's a very, very good card, bro. That's a very good card. Um, I'm seeing these guys that are fighting tonight, man. But the fight that I'm looking forward to the most, obviously, is Robson and Oshaki. Um, it was tough to watch the decision and how hurt Oshaki was. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to tonight to seeing how this fight is gonna play out. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me get my glasses. There we go, my people. So let me see right here. Because there's a lot of good fights, man, tonight. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Oh, my peoples. Whoa. Okay. I was surprised that they decided to have a rematch between Navarrete and Valdez, simply because if you saw the first fight, it was a pretty dominant performance from Navarrete. There wasn't really a lot that Valdez can do in that fight. You could say that he struggled dealing with Navarrete's reach and height, and obviously his aggressiveness, his volume punching. It's something that Valdez wasn't able to handle. So, to be honest, I don't see the rematch playing out any differently. I don't even see the point of a rematch. Um, but that fight is going down. Valdez, Navarrete's two. Hold on one second, man. This damn thing right here. And that fight, yo, that's December 7th. So it's about a month from now. Of course, that's going to be a super competitive fight. I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, man, tonight, this is what I'm looking forward to tonight, man. Robson Conceicao, Oshaki Foster. Now, this is on ESPN. So you gotta remember, this is on ESPN, right? But the zone is gonna be on fire tonight. So I'm gonna be on ESPN. I'm gonna be on the zone, and I'm gonna be watching all of these fights. And I'm gonna be giving you guys, of course, my take, my predictions, my angle of what's going on. So I'm gonna be calling them fights live. Make sure to come through. Boxing of the show is gonna be on fire tonight. There's gonna be way too many good fights. Diana, hola, ¿cómo estás? Y muchas gracias por pasar por aquí, hanguear un rato conmigo. Estamos hablando un chin de boxeo, que hay muchas peleas buenas. Hoy se van a dar muchísimo fundazo. Así que a mi gente que le gusta el boxeo, la cosa se va a poner buena hoy. Um, then we got those fights on the zone, man. Got them fights on the zone. They gonna be good, man. Um, un saludo a Krista, un saludo a Diana. Gracias por pasar a visitar un rato aquí. Estamos hablando de boxeo, mi gente, que hoy es sábado y la cosa se va a poner buena. Um, ¿Qué haces hip hop? Bueno, a mí me gusta mucho el hip hop. Me gusta mucho. Yo escucho mucha música del hip hop. Siempre ha sido mi favorita. Um, pero en The Zone, mi gente, quería decirle, en The Zone hay peleas también que van a ser muy, muy buenas, que yo quiero ver los resultados. ¿Quiénes van a ganar esas peleas? Son peleas importantes. Entonces, déjame yo hablarle un poco de esas peleas, porque van a ser buenas. Van a ser peleas muy, muy buenas. Primero, hoy va a pelear um, Schofield. Schofield is fighting today, my peoples. Floyd Schofield. And I'm looking forward to him, winning that fight. He's been calling out Shakur Stevenson. I, I don't know if he's gonna get the Shakur Stevenson fight, just because right now he's on the come up, and Shakur is trying to fight, the champions, the big boys, the guys that are up top. So I don't think Floyd Schofield really, figures into his plans. And he already told him, listen, you want to fight me? Go fight Abdullah first. You can get past him, holla at me. And, ever since Shakur said that, I never saw Floyd Schofield or his pops say anything suggesting that they're willing to fight Abdullah Mason. It doesn't look like it. So, you can see, I think that right there shows you Abdullah Mason is a problem. A problem. And I love the fact that he's been super active. I think this year he fought, what, four times already? Or five? And he's going to be fighting again. So Abdullah Mason has been super active. And you can see that they trying to climb up the ladder fast and get a title shot. Abdullah Mason is going real fast. I wouldn't be surprised if already by next year he's knocking on that door for a title shot. And I also like the way, let me just bring this in. I love the way that they're working with Kermel Moulton as well. Same deal. He turned pro last year, and look, he already has 6 fights, 6-0. So these guys, these young elite level guys, they're keeping them super active. They're winning fights. They're knocking people out. They're looking spectacular. So they're building up the way that they should. They're going through that process, and the development is crazy right now. You can see where Kermel is headed. You can see where Abdullah Mason is headed. And I was talking about Floyd Schofield. Floyd is nice. Got his skills, got his power. But I think Abdullah Mason will outbox him. Abdullah Mason, I think, will just put hands on him. And I'm not going to say would stop him, but I feel like he would beat him by decision. Probably unanimous. So there you have it, my peoples. Floyd Schofield, he's going to fight, and I'm expecting him to win that fight. Let's see where he goes from there. Oh, wait a minute. This is a good one, too. This is a good fight, my peoples. The ladies are going to go at it, yo. Hold on. Why they only show it? Why? Hold on, my people. Hold on, my people. By the way, the guy that's fighting Floyd Schofield, I don't really know him, so I don't know how good he is or isn't. By the way, my people, look, man. December 21st. Is it the 21st? Yeah, December 21st, we're going to get Usyk versus Fury 2. Now, y'all tell me, my people, the way that the first fight played out, I get it. There was a rematch clause, so they have to give him, they have to give Usyk his rematch. But he got beat up in the first fight. He got pretty much dominated by Usyk. So, do we expect anything different to happen for this next fight? Because I don't think that Fury underestimated Usyk and didn't show up with a plan or didn't work hard or no. I just think that Usyk is he's better. He's physically in a lot better shape. If I'm not mistaken, you know. Well, I'm not gonna say that he's stronger because Fury is very strong, but the physical advantages that Usyk has, his great physical shape, I think that's what's gonna make the difference in this second fight, and I think that's what made the difference the first time around. I've said it before, at this point in his career, Tyson Fury is gonna see a decline because of his shape. He's one of these fighters who doesn't stay in shape year round, who hasn't been, in very good shape in a long time. And I feel like he's been winning off of talent. He's such a talented fighter that he's able to win these big fights, but it's catching up to him. And now that he's getting older, going to a fight and not being in great shape versus guys who are in great shape, that's it. His talent is not going to get him across the finish line anymore. You got to be in better shape. And I think that, his body type has caught up to him. Jordan Poole, ¿qué opinas de Canelo? Canelo es uno de los mejores de los mejores boxeadores ahora mismo. Yo quisiera ver que Canelo pelee o con Benavides o con Terence Bud Crawford. Sabe que Canelo pelee con lo más fuerte que hay ahora mismo antes de retirarse. Para que se pueda retirar con un boom. Como mira, los mejores que habían también le gané antes de irme. Pero Canelo es una potencia. Canelo es una potencia. Sí, Alecito, yo hablo español. Yo soy, de hecho, yo soy dominicano. Nacido en la República Dominicana. Así que español es mi primer idioma. Um, pero como le estaba diciendo mi gente, Canelo es una eminencia, una potencia. Y yo quiero que él pelee con unas cuantas gentes de lo que son los mejores para que veamos si él puede ganar unas cuantas más antes de retirarse. Mi gente, no se olviden de darle a ese botón de like. No se olviden de suscribirse a Box Center. Si a usted le gusta el boxeo, yo les prometo que este va a ser su canal de boxeo favorito. No hay un canal como este, no hay otro, no hay nadie que le va a decir lo que yo le voy a decir. Esa es la verdad, mi gente. Entonces, denle ese botoncito de like, suscríbanse al canal, chequense, tengo mucho contenido. El canal Box Center es en español y inglés, así que tengo videos que son en inglés, tengo videos que son en español. Y yo hablo los dos idiomas, así que hago contenido relacionado al boxeo en inglés y en español. So my peoples, you already know what this is, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Box Center is a boxing show where you're gonna see me talking in Spanish, talking in English, talking about the best fighters, giving you my predictions, telling you how it's gonna play out, but also, letting you know why it played out the way that it did afterwards. We see fights, and sometimes fans watch it and they don't really understand why this guy won or why this guy got knocked out or why this fight went the distance and this guy didn't look so good. So we're going to break fights down. That's what we do. We break them down and we explain it like, yo, this fight played out like, because sometimes you don't know. Listen, a fight could play out a certain way because a fighter got hurt during the fight, because a fighter showed up dehydrated. It could play out that way because a fighter previously fought in a lower division and now moved up and he's fighting bigger, stronger guys. So there's a lot of things that can impact how a fight plays out. different factors. And you have to be able to look at all those different angles as opposed to, well, this guy won, this guy lost, that's it, black and white. No, it's not that simple. Boxing is a lot more complex than the stats. It's not just about the stats, because if you say, well, this guy is 10-0 and this guy is 5-0, well, the guy that's 10-0 is supposed to beat the guy that's 5-0 because he has more wins. No, right? We're going to consider who this guy fought versus who that guy fought. Because remember, this guy could be 10-0, but maybe all 10 of his opponents had losing records, like, 1 win and 3 losses, 2 wins and 10 losses, 5 wins and 6 losses, 0 wins and 8 losses. So maybe he beat 10 opponents, but they're all that type of opponent. While the other fighter who's 5-0 beat a guy that was also 5-0, beat a guy that was 3-1, beat a guy that was 6-1. So he's fought better competition than the guy that was 10-0. So when they match up against each other, he has a good chance of whooping that. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but the point is that in boxing, it's not just about the numbers. There's a lot of factors that can dictate who's going to win a fight. Alejandro, saludando, hermano mío. Muchas gracias por entrar por aquí. Mi gente, no se olviden, darle ese botoncito like, suscríbanse a Box Center. Yo, este es el canal de boxeo maduro que ustedes van a encontrar en YouTube, mi gente. Disfrútenselo. Y'all already know what this is, my peoples. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Box Center. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason. So go ahead and subscribe and find out why. Why people tuning in to see what I got to tell you. You know why? Because I'm telling you the real That's why. I'm giving you the real deal Holyfield. But again, my people, like I told ya, tonight I'm going to be on ESPN. I'm going to be on DAZN. I'm going to be watching all of these fights that, it's elite level fighters left and right, man. Let me see some. Let me see. I think, I haven't spoke about this fight, which I'm actually really, really looking forward to. This is a fight I want to see. This is a fight I really want to see. Yo. Oh, man, these young ladies are going to go at it. Check it. Fundora versus Alanis. Y'all already know I'm Team Gabriela Fundora. That's where I'm at. So I'm always going to side with her. This is going to be a heck of a fight. We're talking about two young ladies that can fight, two young ladies that can bang, two young ladies that are, both of these girls are willing to stand there and just trade blows. Like, what you got? Let me see what you got. This is what I got. Both of them. So I don't know what type of fight this is going to be, but it could easily turn into a slugfest. And you know what? I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, man. I don't see nobody in the division beating Gabriela Fundora in a slugfest. It's just not happening. She let them hands fly just like her brother. So I'm expecting Alanis to, try to make it a boxing match, use her footwork, move around. If she decides to bang, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So let's see how it's going to play out tonight. I told y'all, man. Gabriela Fundora es una de mis boxeadoras favoritas ahora mismo. Yo espero, ella va a pelear esta noche. Y mis expectativas es que ella va a ganar esta pelea. Así que ya lo saben, esta noche, tonight, Gabriela Fundora. Yo, chequéenla, mi gente, chequéenla, que esa mujer va a meter mano como es. Entonces, that's a fight that I'm definitely looking forward to. Let me see. Oh, you know who else is fighting? Let me see. Is it here? Is it here? I gotta find it. Yo, Oscar De La Hoya, man, he was wearing. Yo, he killed it though. I'm not even gonna front on him. Oscar De La Hoya for Halloween, he showed up with the Joker. There you go, costume, and yo, they did a good job on him. He actually looks like the Joker. The painting, like the suit. You could tell that they actually spent some time, putting it together, making sure that he looked like the Joker. So they did a good job. That's a great Halloween costume. You can see Oscar was enjoying himself. Um, Let me show you guys a little sunshine right quick. So look, there you go. You can see Gabriela Fundora's there with her belt. You can see Floyd Scofield is there as well. So I'm looking forward to both of those fights. Obviously, Floyd Scofield, Gabriela Fundora, they're going to be on ESPN tonight. So I'm gonna be tuning in. I gotta see how how the fight's gonna play out. Look at this, man. Look at this. Oscar De La Hoya really, enjoying his Joker costume. You could see that in every picture he's laughing like that, like the Joker. So obviously he's enjoying his Halloween. Oscar De La Hoya always brings it. So there's some cool images. There's a lot of cool images with costumes, simply because and that it played out perfect. Yesterday was the weigh-in, and yesterday was also Halloween. So a lot of people went to that with their costumes, and obviously they had a good time over there. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Robson Conceicao versus Oshaki Foster. We're gonna see that rematch. And it's I think I said tomorrow. That's tonight, man. What am I talking about? Tonight is Saturday. We're gonna see that rematch, and I can tell you right now, man, that's gonna be such an explosive fight, just because the way that the last one played out. They know each other already. They know what they bring to the table. Of course, both of them probably made some minor adjustments based on what happened in the last fight. But we already know who Oshaki is, man. We already know who Robson is. And these guys, they're coming to fight. We're not going to see, a lot of running or a defensive fight where guys are not really engaging each other like that. We're going to see the total opposite. Robson Conceição and Oshaki Foster are going to be letting them hands fly. And they're going to be landing, brutal combinations on each other. They're both going to have their moments. They're both going to win rounds. And it's going to go down to the wire. It's going to be just like the last fight. If somebody doesn't get knocked out now, that can happen. Both guys have the power to sleep their opponent. That's a fact. If that doesn't happen and this fight goes the distance, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to end up going to the guy who wants it the most. It's going to end up going to the guy who wins the championship rounds. This is not going to be somebody just, running away with it and winning, 120 to 110. It's not going to be nothing crazy like that. This is going to be the type of fight where, by the time they get to the championship rounds, both fighters are going to need them to win the fight. That's how I see it playing out. It's going to be tonight, so we're going to see if my prediction is accurate or not. And y'all know, when Jay Stradamus give you a prediction, you might as well take that to the bank to go get some pounds or some pesos or dollars or whatever the hell. My peoples, I just want to say thank you for jumping on with me this early in the morning. I'll be giving y'all that boxing for breakfast. Remember, tonight I am going to be live for these fights. So come join me. Let's talk boxing. You know what? Let's not even talk boxing. Let's argue. I want to argue with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell you, I told you so. Look at my prediction. God damn it. Told you. Mi gente, muchas gracias por entrar al programa conmigo hoy. Se aprecia mucho. En la noche voy a estar en vivo para esas peleas que van a ser buenísimas. Hoy se van a dar muchísimos guantazos. Se lo estoy diciendo, mi gente. La cosa se va a poner buena hoy. No se lo pierdan. The action is going to be serious tonight. Shaki Foster, Robson Conceicao. Then we got Floyd Scofield is going to be doing his thing. Gabriela Fundora also going to be doing her thing. You know, she's one of my favorite female fighters. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight, my peoples. Don't forget to tune in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Of course, you don't want to forget to subscribe to Box Center. This is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. I'm your connections. I'm your plug. Appreciate you jumping on, my peoples. Peace. Your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. I'm out.